Welcome. Welcome to Divine Abundance 3. In the first Divine Abundance, we took a look at the different aspects within ourselves that were needed to clear out in order to allow Divine Abundance in. And we went through various processes in Divine Abundance too, along the same lines. In this session, Divine Abundance 3, we're going to take a look at that concept of scarcity, which affects all of us, really. It's a fear, and affects us consciously or unconsciously. This contracted sense of what is possible precludes us from receiving the bounty that is our birthright, both as individuals and for humanity as a whole. Our very survival as a species depends on letting go of lack consciousness. So that's what we're going to work on. And each time you go through this, you'll open up and clear deeper and deeper layers within you. And I hope it helps very, very much. So this session is probably going to be a little bit longer than some. Just be aware of that. So I'm just going to quickly set up sacred space and realize that when we do these things in a one-on-one session, it's more in-depth than we do in these general recordings. So let's just call in the archangels, the Ophanim, Raphael, Michael, Gabriel, Uriel, Orel, Krael, Yesharo. Come forth now with all your choirs of angels and angels of healing and assist us in this session, assist us in this clearing, assist us in freeing ourselves of every evidence of lack consciousness anywhere within us. You don't have to suffer to be a saint. Spiritual people don't have to be poor. Thank you so much. Amen, amen, and amen. Amen, amen, and amen. Thank you, dear Lords. Amen. Kadosh, 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 Adonai Tzbaot. 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 Kadosh, Kadosh, Adonai Tzbaot. Malo kol ha'aretz kvodo. Holy, holy, holy is the Lord God of hosts, who fills all the land with his wondrous works. Let's close our eyes. We're going to do the 3-breath technique. Let's activate the base chakra. Choose to be in the center of the core being. Now choose to be deep within the I Am presence. Some people it's easier if you use the words to be at the throne of God. And now receive 3 relaxed, deep breaths through your nose if you can. And then choose to be in the center of the core of being again. And now let's breathe in divine grace. Divine grace is flowing through me. You can breathe this in, or you can ask for it yourself. Let's activate, energize, amplify, and anchor this divine grace on our node and allow it to permeate our entirety. That means all of our mortal bits and all of our immortal bits. And now let's encapsulate ourselves with divine white gold. This is not the same as jeweler's white gold. Just have the thought to do so. And as we clear this field and then we encapsulate our fields in divine white gold, just know that they're big. In the United States, it's 55 feet in diameter. Elsewhere in the world, it's 16.7 meters in diameter. That's a 5-story building across. And now let's have the thought to cut all the cords. And if you have a sword of Michael, you may do so. And if not, know that it is being done. Now we're going to connect the chakras to one another. When we do so, they can communicate with one another easier. And we're only going to go up to chakra 18. So let's connect base to 1, base to 2, base to everything up to 18. The first chakra, the root chakra, to the second chakra. So we put balance into our life plan. The root chakra to the third chakra, so we put our power into our life plan. And the root chakra, the first chakra, to all the chakras up to 18. Now the second chakra to the third chakra, second to the fourth, second chakra to all the chakras up to 18. Third chakra, the solar plexus to the heart chakra, solar plexus to the ajna chakra, the brow chakra, and the third chakra to all the chakras up to 18. The heart chakra to the brow chakra, heart chakra to the crown chakra, heart chakra to all the chakras up to 18. The ajna chakra to the crown, and that ajna chakra to the 8th chakra, and the ajna chakra to all the chakras up to 18. And the crown, the 7th chakra, is always perfect. There's just a few people, less than a dozen on the planet, who need work done on their crown chakra. So we'll just go from 7 to 18, all the inner chakra connections all at once. And you may notice energy coming down, because now it can. You've connected your chakras. So now let's focus on the base chakra, the one below the feet. And let's connect the base chakra to the center of the earth, and the base chakra to the earth logos, the base chakra to the center of the solar system, and the base chakra to the solar logos, the base chakra to the center of the Milky Way, and the base chakra to the galactic logos of the Milky Way, the base chakra to the center of the universe, the base chakra to the cosmic logos, and now we're going to call in some energies, some divine energies, to help us with this process. Let's breathe in divine love and fill the center of the core being with it. Divine love heals everything. And let's breathe in divine light. That's so that we can't hide from ourselves. We shine the light, the truth on things within. Fill the center of the core being with that. And let's breathe in divine joy, because we're instilling joy into our system, that we may be more joyous at all times. And let's breathe in divine grace, again filling the center of the core being with all these energies. And now we're going to invoke and breathe in the violet flame. The violet flame transmutes and releases things. And we're going to breathe in the sacred fire. And we're going to breathe in the golden flame. And we're going to breathe in the diamond white light. And now we're going to activate, energize, amplify, and anchor all of these energies onto our node in the center of the core being. And now let's focus this energy into the base chakra. That's the one that's below the feet. That's the one we use for connecting to things. So we're going to send this energy like a laser beam, like a floodlight, and like a spotlight into that base chakra, illuminating it completely. And we are going to transmute, release, and replace every semblance, every effect of lack consciousness that we're holding in our base chakra. Be in the center of the core being. Make sure that base chakra is activated. Allow the energy to flow. Allow this process. Accept this process. Integrate the results of the process. And allow the results of this process to implement in your life. Great. And if you're using this in a playback method and you want to work on any particular part that we're going to go through with this energy longer, just hit the pause. You're more than welcome to. So now we're going to send this energy into the root chakra at the base of the spine. This root chakra at the base of the spine is all about your life plan. How things are going to unfold. And if you have all kinds of occlusions in this chakra, they're not going to unfold as smoothly as you would want. So let's allow this to clear. Particularly focused into all things related to lack consciousness. Transmuting, releasing, and replacing them. If your mind wanders, let it wander. At some point you'll realize that it has wandered, and you'll come back to focus on the root chakra. Sometimes you need to consciously focus on these places, and there are times when you don't need to at all. Again, you can pause if you want. That's really wonderful. So now we're going to continue this process into the second chakra. And people say the second chakra is about sexuality. And it is and it isn't. The second chakra is about balance in all aspects of life. It's a water chakra. It's this constant yin-yang balance. And in a way, many aspects of sexuality and relationships are all about balance. So let's allow our second chakra to become completely clear of all the effects of lack consciousness and anything that holds lack consciousness in that balancing mechanism. Because right now, our system's balanced based on lack consciousness. And we want our systems to balance without regard to lack consciousness. In most people, chakras 2, 3, and 5 are the chakras that are the most occluded. So allow this to clear. Good, so now let's focus these Shakti, these energies, into the third chakra, the solar plexus chakra, the self-empowerment chakra, the need to be right is here, the need to bully, the need to be a victim. All these different aspects are held in the third chakra. And let's clear them out, especially everything that helps us hold on to lack consciousness. The third chakra is about self-empowerment. Great. So now let's send this Shakti throughout the heart chakra. Divine love, divine light, divine joy, divine grace, the violet flame, sacred fire, golden flame, and diamond white light. To clear this vortex, this gateway chakra. Over the millennia, humans have learned to put all kinds of affairs of human love into this chakra, making the energy flow not as well, regardless of whether they're happy bits or sad bits. A vortex needs to flow free and clear. So let's allow this chakra that goes from green on the human level to pink on the divine level, and we'll talk about that at some point. There's an actual bridge, a vortex, a wormhole between your heart chakra on the green side and the pink side. And it's that pink side that's the important part. And over time, people noticed with that pink part that when the pink comes into the heart chakra, They feel all this love. And pink became associated with love. So we're allowing this chakra to clear. This wonderful heart chakra. This gateway between the incarnational life and the immortal life. Great. So now let's send this energy into the throat chakra, the fifth chakra, the communication chakra. This is communication between you and the cells of your body, between you and your DNA, between you and every aspect of you. As an example, when you were a kid and the next day you had a test or something else at school and you didn't want to go to school the next day, you woke up with a fever because you were able to communicate to the rest of your body. If we learn to do this clearly, then we can eradicate disease. It's also about the communication between you and your inner guides and inner teachers. It's also about the communication between you and other people. So let's let this chakra clear. Go deep into the center of the core being and allow this to clear. Fantastic. So now let's send this energy into the 6th chakra, the Ajna chakra, the brow chakra, in between your eyebrows. It's not up in the middle of your forehead like a cyclops. Just allow that Shakti to go there and do the same thing to a new place, clearing it. People say this chakra is about prophecy, and it is. It's also about foresight and insight. And foresight and insight and prophecy, that's wisdom. This is your wisdom chakra. Be nice to have that clear. And most people don't put stuff here, so it clears out a lot quicker. Great. So now we're going to send this energy into different places. We're going to start out with very specific places inside the brain. And we're going to send this energy, these Shakti, divine love, divine light, divine joy, divine grace, the violet flame, sacred fire, golden flame, and diamond white light, into the thalamus. And in the thalamus we have beliefs and corollary beliefs and some patterns. This is what we need to clear. Expunging all reference to lack consciousness from our stored beliefs, our stored, strongly held opinions, for that's what beliefs are. And if you're holding a belief that's true, let's hold it as truth in a different part of the brain rather than holding it as a belief. Beliefs lead to judgments, which starts a whole spiral of events, holding us back, keeping us from progressing along our path. Just breathing relaxed and sending these energies into the thalamus. We've already programmed these energies with our intent. So let's activate these energies in the thalamus. That means turn them on. Let's energize them. That means kick them up into an excited state like in chemistry class. Let's amplify these, like turning up the volume on a stereo. And let's lock these energies into the thalamus, anchoring them there. And send this energy now into the hypothalamus, which contains more beliefs, more corollary beliefs, and some more patterns. But not all the patterns will get there. You're doing great. Just allow. If you start getting a little headachy, don't worry about it. It will pass. Let's not resist this work, but allow it and accept it fully. To integrate this work and implement it in our lives. That's the key. So now we want to activate, energize, amplify, and lock these energies into the hypothalamus, and now send these energies into the hippocampus. The hippocampus has basically two kinds of things there. There are vasanas, which are impulsive desires, and then there are samskaras. A samskara is a belief that was sort of given to you by someone else. An example of a classic negative one is when a parent tells a child, "You're no good, you're never going to amount to anything." A teacher tells you that you're never going to be able to hold on to money. You're going to be a spendthrift. All these little ideas, and we buy into them. Modern psychology says it's like having tapes in your head, And these tapes are playing over and over and over, affecting every one of your choices, every one of your decisions. I see it more like a waterfall, never-ending waterfall, and we put little dots of light into it. And eventually we turn all of the samskaras from the dark to the light. And we're doing that now, allowing these energies to purify and cleanse the hippocampus. Allow it. Accept these energies. Choose to integrate these energies and implement them to transmute, release, and replace. Everything in the hippocampus that no longer serves you, particularly those little pieces and bits that help you hold on to lack consciousness, because we are choosing consciously to be rid of it. And we are replacing lack consciousness with abundance and prosperity. Abundance is when all your needs are met. You're living in abundance. Prosperity goes above and beyond abundance. So let's activate, energize, amplify, and anchor in the hippocampus. And now we're going to send this energy into the striatum. In the striatum we have patterns. And patterns that go on and on and on, circularly or spiraling, become habits. And these are stored partially in the striatum. So we need to clear that out. Transmuting and releasing all of our habits surrounding lack consciousness. So let's activate, energize, amplify, and lock these energies into the striatum. And we're going to send this energy into the cerebellum. And there's more patterns and automatic things there. And we're going to clear them out. Don't worry. The part of you that keeps your heart beating and your lungs breathing, that's in the cerebellum too, and we're not affecting that. Only the parts that are holding on to that consciousness within you. So now let's activate, energize, amplify, and lock these energies into the cerebellum. And we're going to send these energies now into the amygdala. The amygdala are two little almond-shaped pieces in the middle of the brain. And they contain fears. Fear of failure, fear of success. Fear that no one's going to want what you have to offer. Fear of not being able to run a business. Fear of not being able to hold on to a job. So many fears we can come up with. Let's cleanse them, purify them, transmute, release, and replace them now. So now let's activate, energize, amplify, and lock these energies into each of the amygdala. And send this energy now into the pons, part of the brainstem. So now we want to activate, energize, amplify, and lock these energies into the pons, and send these energies into your emotional body. All the layers and sublayers and interconnected layers of your emotional body. Transmuting, releasing, and replacing everything that holds lack consciousness within you. So let's activate, energize, amplify, and lock these energies into the emotional body. Every layer is sub-layer, interconnected layer. And we'll send these energies now into the mental body. All the layers, sub-layers, interconnected layers. Great. So let's activate, energize, amplify, and lock these energies into the mental body, and send these energies now into the causal body. Transmuting, releasing, replacing everything that helps lack consciousness stay within you. So let's activate, energize, amplify, and anchor in the causal body. And now we're going to send this energy into the corpus callosum, this teeny little piece that connects the left hemisphere and the right hemisphere of the brain. And so much energy passes through there that it clears pretty quickly. So now let's activate, energize, amplify, and anchor this energy in the corpus callosum. And we're going to take our astral hands, not our physical hands, and we're going to squeegee all the thoughts up the left side and up the right sides of our brain, holding all of our thoughts between our astral hands in the prayer mudra, like praying hands. And we're going to take these hands, these astral hands, and raise them up to the 10th chakra, which will purify and cleanse all of our thoughts. And now we're going to make sure we're in the center of the core being. And we're going to allow the corpus callosum to spiritually expand and fill all the space between the left and the right hemispheres. And now we're going to allow those left and right hemispheres to synchronize into horizontal banding. Good. And now we're going to connect the base chakra to the first chakra, base chakra to the second chakra, base chakra to every chakra up to 36, and the root chakra to the second chakra, the root chakra to the third chakra, and the root chakra to every chakra up to 36. And the second chakra to the third, and the second chakra to the fourth, and the second chakra to each chakra up to 36. And the third chakra to the fourth chakra, and the third chakra to the fifth chakra, and the third chakra to every chakra up to 36. And the fourth chakra to the fifth chakra, the fourth chakra to the sixth chakra, and the fourth chakra to every chakra up to 36. And the fifth chakra to the sixth chakra, and the fifth chakra to the seventh chakra, and the fifth chakra to every chakra up to 36. And the sixth chakra to the seventh chakra, and the sixth chakra to the eighth chakra, and the sixth chakra to every chakra up to 36. And now the crown chakra to the 36th chakra, every inner chakra connection between them. Good. So now let's breathe in divine abundance. In its completeness, all of its octaves, all of its harmonics, the entire waveform of divine abundance. Radiate that in now. Activate, energize, amplify, and lock it in on your node in the center of the core being. And allow divine abundance to permeate your entirety. Accept it. Integrate it. And allow it to implement in your life. And now let's breathe in divine prosperity. Breathe it in fully and completely. More. You're allowed. And breathe in this divine prosperity. Activate, energize, amplify it, lock it in on your node, and allow it to permeate your entirety. and allow this prosperity, integrate this prosperity, and implement this prosperity in your life. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for bringing more positive light onto this planet. Thank you for releasing that consciousness. Thank you for choosing to move along your path. If you found this to be helpful, please consider donating to Shaktify, Shaktify.com. We are a 501c3, so we do send out donation letters each year. And if not for that, just to help this work continue and grow and give you more energy sessions like this one. Thank you again so much. God bless.